What's up, MetaNerdz? This video is all about the Aurore-class Freighter, also known as the Zygerrian Slave Ships. Manufactured by Corellian Engineering Corporation, who had a near monopoly on the freighter market with their popular YT-1300, VCX-100, and G9. Though the design of this ship is most similar to CEC's YV-666, a light freighter that was made famous by the use of Bosk. It costs 240,000 credits, exactly twice the price of a YT-1300, and 4 times a TIE fighter. At a length of 52.3 meters, or 172 feet, it was about 1.5 times the length of the Millennium Falcon, or more than 4 X-Wings. Its width of 42.33 meters, or 139 feet, makes it more than a Jawa sandcrawler across, or about 1/3 as wide as the Arquitens-class light cruiser. And at a height of 16.44 meters, or 54 feet, it was shorter than the AT-AT, but taller than the AT-ST. Using an Imperial-class Star Destroyer as a standard measure, the Aurore-class would be about 31 times smaller, not even making it past the thruster cluster. Its Class 1 hyperdrive made it faster in hyperspace than the ISD, but tied with the Venator and the A-Wing. What made this an ideal freighter is that it only required a single pilot to operate, who could also work the twin forward-mounted medium laser cannons, perfect for keeping pirates off your shipments. Though many use this ship as just a reliably built and armed transport for goods across the galaxy, they came to be known as Zygerrian Slave Ships once that civilization came to use them in such great numbers that they became the backbone of their slave trade network. This is in part why the only cargo stats we have for it are not in the tons that it could carry, but the average amount of individuals that could be crammed into one. Zygerrians gave a number of 15 crew members to handle the shipments, and a 100 slave capacity. These large rocket engines on outrigger arms could rotate for easier vertical takeoff and landing, but CEC decided to move away from these designs in favor of the ion drive powered, flat disc-shaped vessels like the YT-1300 and YT-2400. In a way, these outdated ships became a monument to the crumbling status of the Zygerrian Empire, which had been losing power since the Jedi defeated them in some large conflict 1,000 years before the Clone Wars. During the struggle between the Republic and CIS worlds, Zygerria was independent for a long time, until Queen Mirage Sintel thought that by joining forces with the CIS, she could bring the Zygerrian Empire back to its former glory, but this plan would backfire and result in her death. Their slave empire would continue to decline, but there were still some other factions that had some of these ships. The Banking Clan thought them a sturdy vessel to use in transport to and defense of their Cyblock transfer station, and it even became the home of the traveling circus run by the Doug Prego. And the very last time we see them so far was in the use of the Mining Guild, seen alongside their custom TIE fighters near the Sarita waypoint about 2 years before the Battle of Yavin. That being said, I'm sure this ship would be a favorite among smugglers in the Outer Rim, most likely going through several upgrades. So that's it for its history, and the only cool behind the scenes facts is that it was introduced in the Clone Wars episode Kidnapped, but gets its name Aurore-class from the book Darth Maul Shadow Conspiracy. And though I like this ship, after staring at it for so long making this video, I thought it kinda resembled a Jawa sandcrawler crossed with a pod racer. And Aurore is a French word that I am definitely not pronouncing right, which translates to dawn. I don't know if this is some sort of dark joke, since being captured and packed onto one of these ships would likely kick off the darkest part of your life. So that's it for the Zygerrian Slave Ship. If you want to connect with us, or help support this channel, be sure to check out the links in the description below. But most important of all, remember, don't buy organic slaves when defending the ownership of sentient droids is philosophically difficult enough. And the Force will be with you, always.